There's this term and idea, you probably heard of this freshman wall thing. True freshmen, the guys who play a lot, at a certain point they go up, and then they sort of go like this. Seems like you're aware of that. Is that anything you think about? How would you try to counteract that?
For me, I've heard it multiple times from multiple different people. But for me, I'm honestly out here just trying to have as much fun and much fun on the court as I can possible. So just not getting too high, not getting too low about things. Just keeping the same mindset and energy every day.
And just as you look at it, you're getting deeper into Big Ten play. Games become more important. What do you still want to do for this team? What sort of steps do you feel like you can still take in this next 2 months, whatever we're talking about?
Try to be more aggressive for my teammates. I feel like when I get down to the lane, when I get aggressive, I can find an open place for my teammates, an open place for myself, and that kind of just opens up our offense because it helps get key guys shots.
Gotcha.
Is this about where you thought you'd be midway through the year, season, whatever?
For me, in anything I do, I try to have the utmost confidence. So coming into the season, my confidence was at an all-time high, just trying to compete with these guys, and kind of just being where I'm at today. I'm just happy where I'm at.
Tom was talking about the three you missed from the corner and being mad at yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like an open shot, a good shot to take. So how high of a bar do you set for yourself compared to what, I don't know, outside expectations, but just your own individual?
Oh, I definitely feel like I'm my biggest critic at the end of the day. I mean, shots like that for me, those are warm-up shots, so I have to hit those. So I'm always, pretty crucial of myself, and I always want to do the best.
I guess maybe I should ask you, do you still feel like a freshman? You're in your second semester, maybe third, I guess, academically with the summer stuff. But do you still feel like a freshman, like a new guy around here, or how's that?
Not really. I felt like when I got here, I kind of just was like in the flow of things, honestly. I don't really look at it as just like this is my freshman year. I kind of just look at it like I'm playing college basketball finally, so I'm just going out there trying to have as much fun as I can with the college experience.
Who would you take in a dunk contest, Cohen or your dad?
Cohen. I told Coach this. I told my dad this. I think Cohen's the best athlete in Michigan State basketball. Honestly, I'll put him one and probably my dad too. And I think he said that before. I think he said Cohen has jumped higher than him before.
Yeah. Is it funny? I think it was the first half where Cohen goes up to grab a rebound. On the surface, no, he's just grabbing a rebound, but the elevation he gets where it looks like his head's about to hit the rim, you could hear the oohs and ahs in the crowd where it's like everybody's just getting excited about a rebound. It's like, is it the awe factor seeing that in person? Is that? I know we talked about how that's just worn off for you guys, but do you kind of notice that from others?
Yeah, I feel like, well, for us, we're kind of used to it because we see it every day. And then when you're kind of watching the game as a fan, or you just watching Michigan State basketball, you just never can get enough of how high he jumps. It's like crazy.
How much for Jaden? He seems to bring kind of a level-headed, calm personality to his team. How important is that for you guys as the younger players, and particularly coming from a captain?
It's really important because you have to have somebody at the end of the day that can keep your team focused and centered on what the goals are. So to have somebody like Jaden that can keep us poised in big moments is key.
What's it going to take for you guys? Obviously, 9 wins in a row, lots going right, but finishing better than what you guys were able to do Sunday, which obviously Tom was not.
Kind of what Coach just said, just not lose focus in those games. I mean, we were up big. I felt like we kind of got a little comfortable with our lead, and they started chipping away at it. So just trying to find ways to keep ourselves maintained in the game and finishing strong.
I know you're focused on the now, but do you think about, when you look at Book, you look at Jeremy and Cohen, you think about the future and how special things could be down the road?
Oh, for surely. I mean, I feel like we have a great core of guys, and then we got a pretty good class coming in with Cam and Jordan. So just kind of looking towards that, I feel like we have pieces for the future.
You watch highlights from this?
Their game? No, I saw the box score, though. I didn't see the highlights, but I did see the box score. Of course.
What do you guys see? Oh, sorry.
No, go for it.
What are you guys seeing from Penn State? What jumps out about them?
I think kind of their defense. I feel like they're a pressure team. They got pretty good on-ball defense, and they kind of trap and kind of be in the press. So I feel like that's what we're looking at right now, just their defensive schemes, and then they got some solid offensive players that can come score the ball at will.
Do they remind you of anyone you've seen already? The way that they press or anything like that?
I would say with their on-ball pressure, I feel like it kind of gives me a little bit of a Memphis vibe because I feel like Memphis, as of right now, is probably the most toughest defensive team we kind of played so far. Kind of just with the on-ball pressure, I feel like they were pressuring 94 feet and just getting into us. So I kind of see that from them.
Izzo said that you were, after the game, you were talking about Northwestern, how you were really surprised that, they made things tough for you at the end. Is that just, watching a lot of basketball, you haven't played them before, obviously, but you're just familiar with their game?
Yeah, I feel like just kind of watching a couple of their games, these past couple games, I mean, they had a close one with Iowa. I think they were down 14, and then they also had a close one with Penn State, so I just know that the team was going to fight and they're going to come back, especially at home, because I feel like the crowd was going to rally around them when they started getting on runs. I just kind of felt like that point in the game they were going to try to make a big run.